Hello my dear children, I am Shoumi Chatterjee Nath, TGT English. Today I am going to share with you a beautiful Mizo folk tale under Ek Bharat Shrestha Bharat. Now before I start, we all are aware that Mizoram is one of the northern states of our country. But do you know the capital of Mizoram? The capital of Mizoram is Aizawl. You can find it on the map. Okay. Now, what is a folk tale? A folk tale is a tale or story that has been generated through popular culture and tradition, and it is passed on generations to generations, orally and verbally mainly. Now, the name of this folk tale is Nagaiti's Tale, a folk tale of Mizo. The people of Mizoram are called Mizos or Mizo people. Long ago, there lived a very charming orphan girl. Nagaiti was her name. So, the protagonist or the main character of this story is Gaiti, because the title of this story is Nagaiti's Tale. So, Nagaiti was a little girl, she was orphan, she has lost both her parents, and her only family was her old grandmother. Her father drowned to death when she was still a little girl. The bank of river where he died became a home for ghosts. Nearby was the jhum cultivation of Gaiti's family. There she went to dig potatoes with her grandmother. Once, while digging potatoes, she began feeling thirsty. Her grandmother fetched her some water to drink. After some time, she felt thirsty again. Her grandmother then asked her to go to the river on her own and drink. She warned Gaiti several times that she should never utter how it happened, not even as a mistake. As she reached the bank of the river, she could not help asking herself, nearly shouting, how could the water become all black? Now, Nagaiti forgot about the warning that her grandmother had warned her not to ask how it happened, not to utter or not to ask how it happened. But Nagaiti forgot the warning and she shouted, asking, how could the water become all black? And when she committed this mistake, she immediately fell down into the water. Her grandmother spent the whole day waiting for her to return. She felt a tingling pain and apprehended that she might have drowned. So, the grandmother was in great tension and worry that Nagaiti might have drowned. So, she instantly took to walking to the bank of the river to find her granddaughter. On her way, she met a pair of red deer. She asked them, did you two see my little granddaughter? Now she was in great worry. So she asked the pair of red deer that, did you two see my little granddaughter? They answered, where Tui Pui and Tiao rivers have merged into one channel, we have seen her there. Now the couple of deers, they replied that, yes, we have seen your granddaughter, where the Tuipui and Tiao rivers, these are the names of rivers, the Tuipui and Tiao rivers have merged into one channel, or they have met into one channel. We have seen your granddaughter there only. Her father walked her holding hands. Her father was there with her and they were walking holding hands. After some distance, she met a pair of kingfisher. They answered the same way as that of the pair of deer. As she reached the bank of the river and saw her granddaughter in the water, she instantly jumped into it and came close to her. Where is your father, my dear? Asked the grandmother. Nagaiti answered, he is off to work in disguise of a snake. He will return in the evening. Now, when the grandmother went to the bank of the river, she was able to see her granddaughter under water and she just jumped instantly and came close to her granddaughter. And she asked, where is your father, my dear? Then the girl replied, Gaiti replied that he is off to work in disguise of a snake. Means he has taken form of a snake and he is off to his work and he will return in evening. In the evening, Gaiti's father returned and became a human again. Then the grandmother said, I have come to take Nagaiti home. Very well, but remember that she can be home only for a few days. She must come back. Alone I can't stay here, said her father. So Gaiti's father was now ready to leave her daughter only in one condition, that Nagaiti would come back within few days, because he would not be able to live underwater alone. So, in that condition only he was ready to leave Nagaiti with her grandmother. Nagaiti never wished to stay in such deep water with her father. She felt distressed there. It was sheer relief when her grandmother took her home. In some days she totally lost all desire to go back to water again. The grandmother too was reluctant to send her back. Nagaiti was not ready to go back to her father and to stay throughout her life underwater. Even her grandmother was also reluctant. She was also not ready to send her granddaughter underwater. So her father, on the other hand, turned impatient. But the father became impatient. He needed his daughter back. He asked the river to call Gaiti. So the river sent flood to call her. Flood water then reached her home and deluged the entire village. So the father sent the flood waters. So the father told the river, and the river sent flood water, and the entire village was under flood water. So, having had no other way, people threw a mekla of Nagaiti. The flood water disappeared and went back to the river. So, as there was no other way, the villagers found one idea, and they just dropped one of the meklas of Nagaiti into the water. Okay, mekla is one of the typical and particular dress that the ladies wear in the northeastern parts of our country. Okay, so they just dropped a mekla of Nagaiti into the flood water, and the flood water disappeared and went back to the river. However, after a few days, flood water reached their yard again. Then this time the people threw a comb of Nagaiti into the water, and the water went back to the river. Some days passed. To call Gaiti again, waters inundated them, but its extent was much more enormous than ever before. Now, for the first time they just dropped a mekla of Nagaiti, and for the second time they just dropped a comb of Nagaiti, but the flood water was coming repeatedly, and the village was getting drowned repeatedly, and the father was sending the flood water just to get his daughter back. And this time the flood water was huge, enormous. Its impact was larger than ever before. All the people of the village were deeply frightened. They were afraid. They understood pretty well that if her father did not see Gaitei going back, he would keep sending flood to the village. Hence, the only way to save the village from sinking was to return the girl to her father. She was everyone's sweetheart in the village. Left with no other way, she had to be given to the flood. Now, the villagers tried to save Nagaiti for 2 times, giving her mekla and her comb for 2 times. But they understood that there was no other way to protect the village, to save the villagers, but to sacrifice Nagaiti to the flood water. But Nagaiti was very near and dear to the villagers. But as they had no other choice, no other options left, so they had to sacrifice Nagaiti to the flood water, and the intense flood water or deluge just engulfed her completely and totally and dispersed. That day onwards, the village never saw such big flood again. Even today, the people of the village shed tears for the unfortunate story of the little girl. And they sing thus, Nagaiti, our beloved little girl, you saved our lives, sacrificing your own. The enriched sky would never thunder on a corner to the south, nor would the river cause a deluge. The river had its water receded and became tiny since you saved our lives, sacrificing your own. Lament not, cry not, oh dear, you are our beloved little girl. So, the main theme of this song is that the villagers remember Nagaiti and her sacrifice, just telling her that it's just because of your sacrifice, Nagaiti, the sky is no more enraged or angry, it doesn't send thunderstorm anymore, and the river is also peaceful. it doesn't send any deluge anymore, and the river water has been receded, and it has become tiny since you have saved our lives, sacrificing your own, and you are our beloved little girl. So, this was the folk tale of Nagaiti, a beautiful Mizo folk tale. I hope all of you have enjoyed this, and thank you for listening.